All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Triathlon Freak here from Hamburg, Germany. And this is another one of our hangouts, actually the second of this year. I have some guests here with me, and I'm very, very excited because some of our guests here I met personally in Las Vegas. Yes, we've been to Las Vegas. There was a marketing event. We all, not all of us, but Teresa was there and John with us here. He was there as well. We visited this event and got some pretty amazing information we want to share with you guys. Not all of it, obviously, because we want to keep some secrets to us. If you want to work with us, we can let you know how to get this secret information we have for you. But we will share as much as we can with you right now on this hangout. And first off, I will start with myself. My name is Maros Fer. You can see my name right there. Triathlon Freak. This is kind of my nickname because I love triathlon, I love sports, endurance sports, and I just like writing and blogging about my niche. So that's actually my niche. And I've been involved with internet marketing for some time, and each year I kind of visit events abroad and learn new stuff. So today we want to share with you what we learned in Las Vegas. There were some amazing people, amazing speakers there. And before I let Teresa talk about her impressions from this event and about anything she wants to share with you guys, is that some people might think that you don't really need to visit events. You can stay at home, buy ebook, maybe, whatever, buy some kind of books on Amazon on internet marketing, which is great. I mean, you should do that. This is not what I would say it's wrong. It's a great idea, but going to the events when you can actually meet the people and successful people and get information that you can't find in the book. That was transformational. And sometimes you receive informations that are not even in the book. So there might be something that in the long run will bring you so much value, and even let's say so much money if you use the information, that it pays off to visit events and learn as much as you can and meet the people, the speakers in person. So Teresa, what about you? What was your kind of like something you want to share with us? Some kind of breakthrough maybe, or some kind of information that was so important and you could get it just at this event in Las Vegas and nowhere else.
Sure. Well, a couple of things that I thought was a really good subject. The reason for this subject today with the hangout we kind of discussed is a lot of people, they sit at home and they're in their business opportunity, and all of a sudden a company event comes. All of a sudden you have 12 or more different excuses. You've talked yourself out of it in the last 10 minutes. It's just too expensive. I'd have to take an airplane. I have to pack a suitcase. I don't have time for that. I can't take time off from work, or whatever the case, or I can get this from a book. No, you can't. And let me tell you why, okay? Las Vegas was my 9th event. Yes, I said 9. And I have been to every single one of them. I do not miss. Why is that? First of all, and this is going to sound crazy. First of all, those of you who are at home in money mode and not learning mode or earning mode or anything like that, I mean, you're thinking, well, I can stay home and learn the same things on a computer. So I want you to think about this, and this is going to hurt. It's going to hit a soft spot or, an ouch spot. When is the last time that you were able to sit at your computer, be in the same room with people where you have the feeling coming down your spine of chills and the things that people are saying where you go, what is wrong with me? Why haven't I been here before? People are crying in events because you have such an overload of emotions. Now, this is not a big hoorah event, so don't think about that crap. But the point is, the things that you learn and the people that you meet at events are life-changing. I'm sorry, but you will not get that feeling at home with your butt sitting in front of a computer. Now, any of you who watched my Hangouts before, you know that I speak how it is. The things that you learn and the people that you meet at events for your company, whether it's this company or whatever your company is, you are not going to get that sitting in your chair at home staring at your computer and then having the distraction of the dog or the baby crying or the kids interrupting you or the phone ringing, because that stuff doesn't happen, not at an event. So, I mean, we can, cover more of that later, but the last event that I went to was life-changing. You know why? Because I got to meet world-class blogger Neil Patel, who is paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for his expertise and skills. We were taught in a closed room environment. That's a chance that you don't get on your computer. So those are some of the things that you may be missing at events. What about all the friends that you make? And noticed all these things, they're not really focused on money, but in the end they are, because when you learn new skills and you become successful, success doesn't always mean money. Success may mean that you've created very strong relationships. Any income that is discussed on this Hangout, by the way, just get this out in the beginning here. Make sure that when you click the link by the person that invited you here today, that you follow the income disclosure and you check that out. It'll be at the bottom of the page after you click the link. And results are not typical, and they do vary, so everyone's results are different. You may be one of the people that go to an event, sit there and twiddle your thumbs and not get jack diddly squat out of it. And I'm sorry for that, but you need to be engaged and pay attention at events. And I've had people where they say, well, I went to the event. Good. Then you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Fine. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. So I want to introduce someone that is a good friend of mine and is very passionate about what he does. He is a dog trainer, so if you're passionate about animals, I'd like to actually welcome to our panel as a guest speaker today, John Curtis. John Curtis attended his first event in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, and he will actually share with you, his opinion before an event, what he maybe used to think about it, because I understand this isn't not his first internet marketing opportunity. I may be wrong about that, but once you attend an event, he's going to share with you the emotions, the experiences that you have, that you know what? You will want to go to the next one. So take it away, my friend, John Curtis.
Wow, Teresa, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. And my name is John Curtis, and I am a dog trainer, as Teresa just mentioned. And a little bit about me, I've been training professionally for about 20 years now. And I've done a lot of things during that time in order to be where I'm at today, in order to get ahead, in order to succeed. And by doing that, there's two things that I want to mention before even getting into the topic of these events, okay? Being a dog trainer, I am immersed in energy. So I feel energy. I give energy and I feel energy, okay? In order to open yourself up and open your mind up to growth, because that's what we're talking about. The focus is not money. The focus is developing change in your life so that you can see things that you didn't see before. Because if you saw them before, then you would have learned those lessons. Now, sometimes we're affected in our lives by all the negative things that go on around us. We don't have the eyes to see what we need to see in order to grow, in order to change and go forward and get better. So that being said, these events, I joined Empower Network 3 years ago, actually, and I brought my negative world in with me. Okay, I've belonged to a plethora of internet marketing and networking affiliation companies for the last 20-something years. I always knew that networking is where it's at. Networking is where it's at, because if you can do everything by yourself, you wouldn't need to be here. You wouldn't be watching this, and you wouldn't need us, because we don't have any valuable information if you're not looking to share that information with somebody else. So that being said, number one, the reason why we are all here today and the reason why we were all talking to you is because we changed our mindset, okay? And now, after changing our mindset, we have the opportunity to see things that we didn't even know existed. We were colorblind before, and now we see just vivid colors that are just popping out so bright that we can't help but notice them, okay? And we want to share that information with you. So, yes, motivation is a very big part of it, because motivation starts from within. If you don't motivate yourself, you have two choices in the morning. You can smile or you can frown. And it takes more energy and effort to frown than it does to smile. So it's energy that you need to develop in your mindset, in your life. It is motivation, okay? You have a choice to be happy. You have a choice on what to focus on. If you allow people to sit there and put any thoughts into your head that doesn't give you that smile on your face, then you need to just understand that that's not the direction that you are wanting to go in. And you need to get away from there and focus on more positive people and more positive influences in your life. One of the most important things that I learned from David Wood, excuse me, I know I'm shaking my camera here. One of the most important things that I've learned from David Wood is that in your downtime, you need to spend time, I'll read it word for word. In your downtime, only listen to people that have what you want in your life. Now, what that means is that, now that's not a statement to create envy, okay? That's a statement to make you open your mind and understand that other people matter, and if you want something in this world, you need to go where it is. So if you're talking to somebody that doesn't have anything that you want in life, you're not going to gain any lessons from them in order to grow. And that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about growth, okay? So again, the event now, all right? Well, let me share a little bit about my story. Again, I apologize. I missed like the most important part. The reason why I actually walked away from all of the negative things in my life was because I really connected my why, all right? Now, you have a reason that you do things. If you didn't have a reason that you do things, then you wouldn't do them, because who does things for no reason, right? So my reasoning, my why is my son, okay, my grandson. Believe it or not, I have a grandson. He was born October 18th, okay, of last year, so he's just 3 months old, and his name is Liam Honor Curtis, and his parents named him Honor as his middle name because they were honored to be parents, okay? My son told me February 14th of last year that he was going to have a baby, and I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. That clicked. My why just went into my head, and that was it. My why was true and solid. It wasn't for money. It wasn't for me. It was for somebody else. And I want you to understand that, because your why is more important when you do it for somebody else than when you do it for yourself, okay? Because if you don't help somebody else grow, you're not going to grow. That's number one. Number two, I connected that why by putting that why in my heart when my grandson was born, okay? So there's no walls in my vision anymore. There's nothing stopping me from succeeding, and the reason why is because I know where to look now, okay? I know where to look, and it's right where these people are. We are the people to look at, because why? Because we are trying to get information to you so you can make an educated decision on what is right for you. But the bottom line is that we want you to understand what we have to say because we want you to grow. We want you to get better in every single facet of your life as possible. And everybody has headaches and everybody has weights on their shoulders, but you don't have to, and you have the choice, and that's what we're here to tell you. Now the event, let me tell you about the event, because the event was phenomenal, okay? So I just said, forget it, I'm not going to miss this event. I was actually going to go to a previous event, but when I had a job making almost 6 figures, they told me I would be fired, and so I got scared. But guess what? I walked away from that job making 6 figures. I walked away from that job making 6 figures because I know that my life will grow when I walk away from that job making 6 figures, because it's still a job. I'm still trading my time, okay, for my money. And I'm still trading my time for my sanity, because how can you live in this world and enjoy this world if you don't have time to be with your friends and your family, right? So the event was phenomenal, okay? Besides getting excited to go to the event, I signed up 2 people within 24 hours the day I knew I was going to the event, okay? After that, 1 person made it to the event with me, okay? I signed up another person within 24 hours actually of driving home from the event. And then I also got another person to go all in that was on my team. And so the point is not because they got excited, it's because I got excited of the information that I wanted to pass forward and pay forward to them, and they understood the value in that information, and they opened their mind and changed their mindset and participated in the information, and then they were able to see. So the energy that is created, again, energy. I'm a dog trainer, the energy. You can learn whatever you want to learn from a book, but you're not going to understand. You're going to see the words, and you're going to understand what those words mean, but you're not going to feel what those words are saying to you. And those words, the feeling, is what I'm talking about. You can have a serious conversation with somebody over the phone and be disconnected from them. You can have a serious conversation on the internet or through email or through letters, and you can have emotions and you can cry and you can, but that feeling's going to be gone. It's going to come and it's going to go. It's going to come, it's going to go. We are telling you information to keep that feeling inside of you, and not only to keep it inside of you, it's going to be like a fire. It's going to consume everything around. all right? And you're going to laugh at negativity around you because the energy is so strong and so powerful that seriously, you can't help but be motivated, and that is what you want to be. I'm not going to say that this is a motivational speech, but it is. Because why? Because you want to get excited and you want to get happy to cause yourself to implement the things that you're learning and create action in order to get ahead, okay? So if you're not evaluating yourself and you're not measuring yourself and you're not taking a look at yourself and critically thinking about where you are in this world and where you really want to go and be in this world, then you're not going to come up with the answers. You're going to reject the answers. We have the answers. We're not necessarily telling you that you're going to make any money. See our income disclosures, okay? But you will, it's because the outcome is because of your efforts. The outcome is because of your energy. The outcome is because you have a choice on whether you are going to go in that direction or not. And in order to go in that direction, we already established we need people. We need to network, right? That's why you call people. That's why you don't eat lunch by yourself if you have the opportunity to call somebody and enjoy a conversation with them while you're doing what you're doing. So again, the point is that you need to be, not only do you need to be at these seminars, you need to appreciate the fact that people are telling you about these, events, these company events are tremendous, okay? Because you are making lifelong relationships, all right? And you are seriously making valuable lifelong relationships. I mean, these people I truly care about. I'm meeting new people every day. I'm inviting people every day in my life. And you know what? I'm actually finding out who my real true friends are because I'm changing and I'm accepting the change that is developing within me. And I am seeing things, and every single day I'm seeing more and more and more and more and more. Imagine if you lived in a house and that house was your world. I forget the name of a book, but I read a book before where there's all of a sudden one person in the house that looked out a window. And he just realized that, you know what? This isn't my world. This is just a small piece of it. And when he looked out the window, that opened his eyes. And then the world he lived in didn't matter anymore. So think about that. Do you want to live in the world that you're living in today? Or do you want to change your world? Because if you want to change your world, you need to change your thought process. And if you want to change your thought process, you need to get motivated. You need to be around people like us. You need to have energy. You need to be around people like us and be at the events. Because why? Because you're going to feel it, like Teresa said. You're going to feel the surge of energy that goes through your body that vibrates. It's going to give you heat. If you're cold, you're going to relax because you're going to have this tremendous surge of energy that you're not even going to understand what it is, but it's going to make you smile. It's going to make you actually have great things to contribute towards other people because this business is about paying it forward. This business is about other people. This business is about caring. This business is about helping. This business is about going forward together. This is not like any other opportunity that you've ever experienced in your life. And let me explain to you why. Because you'll never meet the caliber of people that you are in front of right now. You will never meet the caliber of people that are around us when you don't see us. Because we changed our mindset. So if you can change your mindset and you can understand that you have a choice. You have a choice. Every single thing that happens in your life, you have a choice. It doesn't matter what's happening in your life. You can either be reactive or you can be proactive. And if you are proactive, then you will do what is necessary to have the life that you want to have. Now, it's hard work. I'm telling you now, this ain't easy. So if you think this is easy, then don't click that button. Because this is not easy. But if you want to be with a true family that cares about you and you want to be with true people that want you to succeed in every facet of this world, then you need to click that button. Because you are joining the people that brought you here. You're joining our family. You're not only joining our family, we're not just going to be like, okay, here, thanks a lot, here's some vitamins, go sell them. Here's a vacuum, go sell them. When I first started out, when I was 16 years old, I got a vacuum. And I walked with that vacuum without a car, door to door to door to door to door, knocking on doors in order to make money. And at the end of the day, I was lucky if I made any money at all. The point is that if it takes harder work when you don't change your mindset. This world is more depressing when you don't change your mindset. The choice is yours. It's a freaking switch. Excuse me. It's a switch. It's a switch. It's a switch. You just have to decide. You have to decide. You have to make a decision and click the button right now. That's what you have to do. If you don't do it, then you're not making a choice. You're hanging on the fence. You don't know what you want to do. And because you don't know what you want to do, you're standing there. You're like a deer waiting for the car to run you over because you don't know what to do. Oh, my goodness, what am I going to do? There's a car coming at me. I can't move because my my leg hurts and I have a sore in my butt and there's like I'm scared because I can't see where I'm going. Get out of the way. If you don't get out of the way, you're going to get hit by the car. Right? So my point is that you have a choice. My point is that you have a choice. You can take control of your life and you can click the button right now and then you can find out exactly what we're talking about, or you can keep wondering, why are these people so freaking happy? Why are these people enjoying their life so freaking much? Why are they allowing all these people who have all these positive things to be in their life? Look at our friends. Look at our acquaintances. Look at our lives. Look at the things that we share. Now look at the things that are in your life. Now you measure yourself and you say, who do you want to be with? What direction do you want to go towards? So really, that is a little bit of my story. That is a little bit of my passion. You need to get to the event. I'm going to be in Nashville, so I hope to see all you guys there. All right? I'm going to have, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm probably going to have a dog hat on or something. I don't know what I'm going to do, but you're going to see me because you're going to know who I am. Because why? I'm always smiling, and I'm always going around shaking everybody's hand. Because why? Because I care about what is going on inside of your world. I want to help you. I want you to help me. I want to see the value that you have to offer me because I know I have value to offer you, and like-minded people attract. And you're not going to find these people anywhere but the events. So I hope to see you guys at the events. I know I'm going to see everybody here that's watching at the events. And if you didn't click the button yet, click the button so that you can see me at the event. I'm going to be in Nashville, okay? And I want to see all you guys there because then you're going to truly understand. You're going to truly understand. You are going to understand when you are at the event what I am talking about. And not only then, your world will change, your life will change, okay, in every single way, in ways that you didn't think was possible, okay? So I want to see you at the event, man. So thank you very much for allowing me to speak, and I appreciate you guys' time, and thank you again.
Very, very powerful. I have chills from that. I don't know about you guys, but that was amazing. But that will just show you, and I'm sorry for interrupting there, Maros. I'll let you talk in just a second. But that will show you the feeling that you get from events. So it's not just a hoorah thing, because the one event that you don't go to, what the hell would you have done if that would have been your breakthrough moment? You missed it. At what expense can you afford that? Seriously, I want you to think about that. You know, that's like missing a job promotion. You weren't there on the day that they were going to give you a promotion. What's wrong with you? Why would you miss your promotion? This is your chance for your promotion. It's the same thing. So if you need to wrap your mind around some other way of thinking, think of it that way. Which event is going to be your promotion day? Which event are you going to miss? Can you afford to miss it? So actually I want to bring out now Thomas. Thomas hasn't been with us for a while because Thomas has been actually to a couple of events, and I think from that he can actually share with you, you know, the power of events. I've seen him at some events, and he actually came all the way from Denmark. So that is commitment right there. So Thomas, it's great to see you. And do you have anything that you want to share with us today?
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to say to you, John, that was powerful, and I'm glad to meet you and to hear your story. And I learned a lot from you. It was very inspiring. And yeah, I've been to 4 events in the last year, and it's a long trip going from Europe and going all the way to America to be in an event, you know. But it's been a really good experience for me, and learned a lot, and created a lot of new feelings and thinking inside myself, you know. So it's definitely been worth the trip and the time and all that, you know. And this last event, just some things going on in my life. I needed to stay here in Denmark and do some things, and it didn't really work out with going to Vegas, even that I missed it. And I really, not that I'm a gambler, but I really enjoyed Vegas. It's just a special place. It's you can't find a place like that anywhere else in the world. So and I know the events are good, you know. So of course it was. Yeah, not so much fun missing out, you know, but I've been doing other things here, so it's still all good, you know. So, yeah, look forward to go to my next event at some time and make the trip over there to America. And you can see Maurus is coming from Hamburg in Germany too. You know, it's a lot of people start coming from here in Europe, from Australia, New Zealand, and other places in the world. You know, and it's a big commitment and it's a long trip and it costs a bit of money. And so I would say if you're in America, in the US or maybe in Canada, there's no excuse. It's so cheap for you, and you can just pop to this event for a weekend. You know, for us traveling from Europe, we have to at least spend a week going there traveling and going back home, and then so it's different when you're over here and you. But definitely, if you're in the US or close by, you know, you should really go because it doesn't. For most of you, it only takes a few hours to get to the event, and you'll be home really soon on Monday or maybe even on Sunday. You know, so it's different, but there's really no excuse for anybody, you know. But it's just different terms, you know. So, but yeah, I guess that's what I had for you today.
Thomas, I want to actually have you share a story with us quick, though, because I think a big part of what you've been doing is people need to change their mindset. And you have just done tremendous things, and I know you're very humble and sometimes don't like to talk about them, but here is where I'm going to push you up because I am just so happy for you for all the things that have been going on. Those of you who've never met Thomas, a while back he decided that he wanted to sell all his things, and he's in the process of being able to just travel the world, and that's his dream. Now, a lot of people are rooted and say, I can't leave my home because this or that. So even though, you know, he was unable to attend an event, I mean, imagine, you know, you're on the other side of the world and it takes a week, and he's in the process of, you know, trying to, you know, liquidate everything and just be able to travel, you know, because with this job, all you really need is the power of the internet, and you can get that in a coffee shop or wherever, and there's a lot of people that do this. Now, again, you know, results are not typical or guaranteed. You know, we choose not to be average. That's why we call ourselves the internet marketing freaks here on this hangout, because maybe you kind of got to be a freak to do that, but you got to be able to step outside your comfort zone. And I think for you, Thomas, it probably took a lot to actually change your mindset from the beginning to where you are now, because holy smokes, you have come a long way. You know, this is the guy that I walked up to, and he's kind of bashful, and now he's like chitter chatter, and it's just awesome. So tell us about that. I mean, what made you change your mind to actually want to do that? Because that right there is a mindset shift in its entirety.
Yeah, well, I've been working on my mindset for a long time, you know, so it's not something that just happened overnight, you know, but actually the mindset I was in last year in, what was it, August, September or something, when I kind of make the decision and make the commitment to myself to sell everything. And it might sound strange to a lot of people, but for me it was just the most natural thing to do in the world. And it's not something that there's a lot of things that scares me, and I'm like, shit, should I really do that or not, you know? But this was a dream that I've had for 20 years, and finally all the pieces came together, and it was kind of like, yeah, it's time, it's now, it's I just have to do it, you know. You call it kind of my why in a way. It's just something I've been holding me back for many years, you know, and I don't know what's going to happen when when the house is sold, because that's mainly what I got left, and the rest is it's not really anything. It's gone in no time, so otherwise I'm just going to throw it out what's left, you know. But we'll see what happens, you know. But it's yeah, it's kind of strange because I'm actually a very introverted person, and I'm also people would probably say I'm really shy, or had a lot of problems early on in my life with social anxiety, so it seems maybe strange to want to travel the world, but in a way it's kind of where I have peace, and that might sound weird, but it's really the freedom, and that I can go and stay wherever I want, go and visit you guys and hang out, or we can meet somewhere else, or I can stay for a month in America when there's an event, or whatever. It's that's just something, kind of a lifestyle that I've wanted for many years. So actually, in a way, it was really easy to take the decision and start making it happen. But before that, there's been years of personal development and working on my mindset and all that. So if you want some changing in your life, you want to live your dream, you want to follow your vision, you want to follow your why, your passion, I would say probably a good place to start is definitely with your mindset. Surrender, be together with people that are like-minded, people who are also into working on the mindset and personal development, because and that's probably one of the good things about going to events, because you get to hang out and share stories and support each other and give hugs and just to support each other, and that helps a lot with personal development. Of course, you can be lonely to read books on your own all the time, even that I enjoy that a lot. But it's also nice to maybe just meet somebody you haven't really met ever before and just start talking about a book or some kind of mindset or some marketing tips, and you kind of, I learned something, and or you share something with somebody else and you can see that person learn something, and that's why we're here, that's why we're doing what we're doing,
Awesome, awesome. And the hugs in public make him blush even more than he did just now when I braked him up. So if you see him at an event, make sure you give him hugs, because look at his cheeks, they turn all red. So, okay, Maros, I'll let you take it back now, sorry.
Yeah, thank you, Therese. It was really powerful. I mean, all of you, it's just amazing what can happen, once you plug in and meet incredible people and go to incredible events like the one in Las Vegas. It seems like it's frozen now, so I don't know, guys, if you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you. That happened to me earlier, and then I just exited out and came back. But go ahead.
All right. Cool. So what I can share with you is what I learned in Las Vegas was actually a couple of things. But one of the things I also kind of reminded myself was when I was watching one of the products within our company. It was, I guess, Top Producer Formula, where David was speaking about how struggle is so important in your life, because John before was talking about his struggle and his story, and I also experienced struggle in my life. I mean, I was married, I divorced my wife, then I had a girlfriend, and we split. So now I have a daughter, but we don't live together. So my daughter lives with her mom, and I don't see her very often. So it's also kind of struggle, but how important it is to kind of overcome this in a way that you realize that all your struggle has a meaning. It has a meaning behind it. So you actually through your struggle you learn so much about yourself, and also your struggle actually shows you what you have to overcome in order to be successful and happy in your life. So all these kind of struggles you had in your life were actually lessons for you to know what is there out there keeping you back. So that's very important to realize that, because many people who are watching this hangout, or probably many of them, they are still thinking kind of, I'm in big struggle now, or I'm not sure if this is something for me. There is so many things out there, to join or to do, business opportunities, and they are not sure about them, because many times they just got burned. They joined something, like John before explained, he joined so many companies and he got burned, but if he didn't join them, he wouldn't be here on this hangout. So it was so important for him to go through all this struggle to be here, and to experience what he's experiencing right now. So it was very important, you know, to go through this. And Teresa, I'm sure she had her struggles. She probably shared already before some of her struggles, and Thomas as well. You know Thomas. Anybody who is watching these hangouts regularly knows Thomas' story as well. So it's very important to know that even though if you got burned and you are not sure about, you know, shall I try this one or not, you know, just go for it. You know, it's very important to join whatever you want to join, because you know you might not know. And as you can see from all of us, all four us here, you know, we are not going to tell you how great things are if they are not, you know, because we share our story with you. So you know that we went through some struggle, and we know that it's so difficult sometimes in life, so difficult to be with people you have to be, but you are not happy to be around them, but you have to be around them because it's your job, you know, they are your kind of colleagues or whoever, or maybe your family, and so on and so on. So you know, but you can choose to be happy, you can choose to be successful as well, and you may actually need just somebody who can show you the way, or you can have somebody who can just you know, show you, okay, try this because I tried this and it worked. And that I believe it's much better that idea than looking, you know, alone somewhere in internet or somewhere else for people who will tell you go out there. There is a world out there who is ready for you. Sell this or sell that. You know, as John explained, we are not this kind of people. You know, we want to help you. We are not going to kind of push you around. We have so many trainings or teachings, and you can meet us in person. So in this respect, we are a little bit different. We really actually what I want to share with you also, guys, it's so important to be happy for others' successes as well. So if any of us here is successful with what he's doing, you know, we are going to cheer up for him and being happy for him. You don't see it in many other companies. You know, like being happy for somebody else's success, even at workplace. You know, I've also experienced jobs where people were successful, and even myself, I was jealous of somebody else's success, and it's a not good feature, right, or characteristic, or whatever you call it, right? You really need to be happy, because we are also not only, you know, present you this opportunity, but we also want to spread happiness and success as well. I don't want to keep this hangout too long. I was talking to Teresa before we started that we might talk about Neil Patel, but Teresa, should we talk about this on the next hangout? Just you know, otherwise it might be too long. We are almost 50 minutes on the hangout now.
Yeah, we are almost 60 minutes. I just want to I want to touch base on just one thing here, because a lot of people, yeah, they look at an opportunity like this and say, yeah, I've sold the vitamins, I've sold the coffee, I've sold whatever, or I know someone that did that and it didn't work for them. How long did they try it? What were they doing? Before you close your mind on a new opportunity, think about this. And I will tell you, and you can listen to, you know, Go Pro by Eric Worre. Many of the people who have tried internet marketing, you know what? They weren't successful. You know why they weren't successful? Because they didn't have something that pushed them enough. And I'm going to share just a really quick story here. I know that we're towards the end, but and I've never shared this with you guys, so if I cry, I'm sorry. In 2011, a tornado came through the area where I grew up, the house that I grew up. All my life, my parents built that house when they were 8 years old. Now, the year before that, my father passed away, so I was still mourning my father. And then the next year, we were all devastated. We were actually out on a camping trip and coming home, and people were calling me and saying, "Where's your mother? Where's your mother? Where's your mother?" And I said, "Well, she's with me." We came home, and at the time, I was working as a waitress. And I stood in front of that house, knowing that I was not in a position to help her, and her whole life was gone. Now, mind you, she did have insurance, but insurance can't replace the memories that you have and the things that you have. And I was in a position where I was not able to help her. And so I said, I have to choose something and step outside of my comfort zone. It's time to just stop thinking so darn closed-minded, because that is one of my reasons why. So you need to reach inside yourself and find out, what is your reason why? Why do you think you should try something different? What's important to you? So that being said, click the button below from whoever invited you here today.
Thank you very much for sharing that. I just wanted to say one more thing. I just wanted to touch base. I'm not going to be very long at all. That was very touching, and I want to just touch base on that really quick. Thomas mentioned a journey. Okay, we all have our journey. Okay, and then he also said that finally all the pieces are coming together. Now I want you guys to understand what we're saying here. Everybody is looking for opportunities to make money. They want a definite answer to make a better life, to get whatever they have to get. Now what we're talking about here is that there's no magic company out there. There's no magic button you can press to make things easy. This is a journey. You learn from your mistakes. So if you don't continually evolve from trying and trying, then you won't have as many mistakes, and you might never actually get to the part of the journey that you're looking for. So this is a journey. All of us have failed, and all of us are going to continue to fail. But we are also going to succeed because we're not stopping, and that is the point. So continue with your journey. Understand that the feeling of hopelessness is the worst feeling in the world. The worst feeling in the world. And when you don't take action, and a situation comes across like Teresa just mentioned, or a situation comes across like I had actually didn't share, but my son joined the Army to support his family. He has a brand new son, and he saw him for a total of 5 days. So the journey is to help people not feel hopelessness. And that's what we're about right now. So you need to understand that you just continue with your journey. You can do it. You're worth it. I appreciate you guys, and thank you very much again.
All right, thank you everybody. It was just a great hangout today. Thank you, John. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Thomas. So for anybody who's interested in what we have here, just go to the button below this page and check it out. And we'll be here each week, so we will guys let you know when we will keep this hangout regular. We want to keep it regular, and each week we're gonna organize a hangout for you, for anybody who's interested, and you know, maybe even John and you know, Teresa for sure, Thomas, we will be here regularly. And just want to say you love you all. It was a great hangout, and just keep following us. We have some great information coming your way. Ciao, ciao, everybody.